Mario Bros. Is an animation franchise that's here to stay, and the release of Super Mario Galaxy the movie is proof of that. But do you really know all the incredible things that are going to happen in this movie, which is set to be one of the biggest hits of 2026? Baby Peach. In the second trailer for Super Mario Galaxy, we saw that both Mario and Luigi were transformed in some way that hasn't been explained yet, but that we'll talk about later in another topic. Into babies, complete with diapers and everything. So if this happened to our main duo of heroes, don't you think it's perfectly possible that the same thing could happen to our beloved Princess Peach? That's right, folks. Baby Peach has existed in the Mario game franchise since 2005, when Mario and Luigi Partners in Time was released. In the story of the game, Professor E. Gadd creates a time machine in the Mushroom Kingdom castle, and we end up meeting a baby version of Peach, along with baby Mario and baby Luigi, back when they were still wearing diapers. So, as we know, some characters were hidden from the trailers of the first Mario movie until its release. Because of that, Professor E. Gadd's presence could be the same kind of situation, and we might end up seeing him during the movie. That way, baby Peach would come to the present along with the Mario brothers, creating a whole series of problems for the heroes, and, of course, making everything even cuter. I don't know about you, but this is definitely something I'd love, really love, to see happening in Super Mario Galaxy. Get ready, because we've put together 12 amazing things you didn't know yet, but that could absolutely happen in the second movie of the Mario franchise. Brace yourself, because we're about to blow your mind. Berto and Yoshi. Another really cool thing we saw in the new Super Mario Galaxy trailer is another pink character who's great in a fight, and it's not Peach. We're talking about Berto. This female dinosaur with bright pink skin, very similar to Yoshi's species, was originally a villain in the Mario games. So much so that we actually see her fighting Princess Peach herself. However, just like in the games, she may end up leaving that role behind for one simple reason: Yoshi. That's right, folks. Even though Nintendo has never officially confirmed it, it's crystal clear in the games that the green dinosaur and the pink dinosaur form one of the cutest couples in gaming. In Mario Kart Double Dash, Yoshi and Berto are partners and share a similar special item. On top of that, on the official Japanese website for the game, the description says she seems to be Yoshi's girlfriend. Clearer than that? Impossible, right? To top it all off, in Mario Tennis, the two dinosaurs share a tennis court and are partners, always showing a lot of affection for each other when they win their matches. And finally, in the Mario Baseball series, the two have special chemistry, with Berto serving as the vice captain of Team Yoshi. In other words, it's obvious that these two dinosaurs are going to end up forming an amazing duo in Super Mario Galaxy, maybe even being the ones responsible for saving our heroes from the clutches of Bowser Jr. Rosalina vs. Peach. We already know that, unlike the games where Mario and Luigi were the ones facing danger and rescuing the princesses, the Mario movie franchise does things differently. The ruler of the Mushroom Kingdom, Princess Peach, and the guardian of the cosmos, Princess Rosalina, are just as deadly and dangerous as any villain. So with two characters that powerful coexisting, don't you think it's very likely that at some point they might clash, and maybe even get into a serious argument? Well, if that happens, we'll probably witness one of the most insane battles in the history of animation, with incredible jumps from Peach, who might even use fire flowers. As we saw Mario and Luigi do in the second trailer, these can be charged up and then used later. That way, Peach could reach the same level of offensive power as Princess Rosalina, who apparently possesses a level of magical enchantments that would make even the Supreme Koopa Mage retreat at the first display of strength. Couples. Do you know what could spark a battle between the two princesses? I'll give you 3 hints. He has a mustache, wears red overalls, and is short. If you thought Mario, you're absolutely right. Can you imagine Peach getting jealous of Rosalina because she's extremely affectionate toward Mario? Not only is that possible, it's actually very likely to happen, raising the big question: will we have a love triangle or not? Another couple that could happen in Super Mario Galaxy is Luigi and another princess who hasn't appeared in the trailers yet, but who we'll talk about very soon. And of course, we can't forget the couple we already mentioned earlier in the video, which is practically guaranteed: Berto and Yoshi. Seriously, this might end up being the most romantic movie in the Mario franchise. Trust me. The return of Kamek. Remember when we talked about possibly seeing Baby Peach in Mario Galaxy? Besides the time machine created by Professor E. Gadd, another being who has the ability to turn people into babies is Kamek, Bowser's magical henchman. In fact, the first time we ever see Baby Mario and Baby Luigi is in Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. where the main enemy of the saga is Kamek, who tries to eliminate the brothers before they grow up. Because he's directly involved in this, and because we've seen the Mario brothers in Toad's arms, it's not hard to imagine Kamek showing up in Super Mario Galaxy, and definitely causing a lot of trouble.
Let's rule the world. Together. Forever. Will you marry me?
Oh, yes!
No Donkey Kong. While some characters will return, others we're almost certain we won't see in the Mario Bros. Movie sequel. And the biggest cut in that sense would definitely be Donkey Kong, who was so important in the first movie, but who we believe will be off on a mission somewhere far away, defending the interests of the Monkey Kingdom. Our theory is based on a statement from the movie directors, who explained the absence of Yoshi and Toadsworth in the first film by saying there are hundreds of characters in the franchise, and they had to cut some so as not to overload the audience's mind. That idea could very well influence the removal of some characters we saw in 2023, and since Donkey Kong hasn't appeared so far, he might be the one left out. Or who knows, maybe he'll show up only in a post-credits scene, just to show where he is and set up a cameo leading into his own solo movie, which many believe will be released next year.
Now's the time to do the right thing. So go ahead and click the subscribe button below and give us that extra support so we can keep making awesome videos like this one.
Shrunk down. Get ready, because now we're really going to blow your mind. Remember the scene where Peach and Mario are together, escaping several traps taken straight from the very first Mario game ever made? Well, if you look in the background, you'll see gigantic objects. On top of that, it seems like this takes place inside a castle. If you look closely at the walls, you'll notice they're practically identical to those of Bowser's flying castle, which was shrunk along with him. So there's a strong chance that Peach and Mario intentionally shrink themselves to enter the castle and extract some super valuable information from Bowser, who's hiding somewhere inside. That would mean everything we're seeing is on a miniature scale, even though it looks extremely dangerous. Of course, they'd later return to their normal size, but this is definitely our guess. Birthday gift. Since we're talking about our #1 shipped couple, did you notice that at one point in the trailer, when our heroes are with Yoshi and meet Toad, Mario is holding a long pink box? And in other moments of the movie, we see Princess Peach using an umbrella that's iconic to her character in the game franchise. So it's very likely that the box is a birthday gift Mario is bringing to the princess, and that the gift is exactly that pink umbrella. That would also explain why the box is pink, to match Peach. I don't know about you, but that makes perfect sense to me. No one can deny that Mario is really trying, right? 2 Toads. Less attentive eyes might not have noticed, but it's almost a sure thing that Super Mario Galaxy won't feature just 1, but 2 main Toads. We obviously have the Toad who appeared in the first movie, and even volunteered to fight alongside Peach, but we also have Captain Toad, the mushroom who gets swallowed by the catfish and is later rescued by Luigi in his frog suit. This other Toad has blue spots on his head instead of red ones like the first Toad. We can see this in the boat scene we mentioned, as well as in the scene where the heroes, together with Yoshi, are jumping on clouds while dodging spike attacks launched by the Koopas. If you look closely, you'll notice Mario is carrying a Toad with blue details on his head, exactly like our Captain Toad. So, any doubts left?
No.
Peach's parents. The first Mario movie showed that Peach arrived in the Mushroom Kingdom by accident through a portal similar to the one the Plumber brothers used, but it never explains where she came from or how she found that portal. Most likely, Peach came from somewhere in the human world, but she was too young to remember, and the portal may have closed permanently. Given that situation, this is one of the biggest mysteries we'll definitely get more information about in the upcoming sequel. We'll probably discover all the details, and according to some theories, there's a strong chance Princess Rosalina is involved in some way. Princess Daisy. Besides Mario, Luigi, and Peach, the magical interdimensional kingdom is home to other humans as well. The clearest example of all is Princess Daisy. Ruler of the kingdom neighboring Peach's, called Sarasaland, Daisy is actually the best friend of the Queen of the Toads. However, what few people know is that Daisy was originally going to be called Wa-Peach, and would have been an evil counterpart to Princess Peach, just like Wario and Waluigi are evil versions of Mario and Luigi. That idea was scrapped by Nintendo, and Daisy was born instead. A character you probably know has much more chemistry with Luigi, making her one of the couples we mentioned earlier in the video that could end up appearing in Super Mario Galaxy. Bowser vs. Bowser Jr. We all saw that Bowser Jr. will set out to free his father, and to do that, he'll face off against the Mario brothers. On top of that, we see that he's corrupted by some kind of magical ink and uses a paintbrush as a weapon. What you might not know yet are the rumors that all of this will give rise to Fury Bowser, a gigantic kaiju version of Bowser that originated after his son painted him with corrupted black magic ink as a joke while he was napping. That prank backfired due to Bowser being corrupted by the black ink used by Jr. This happened in the 2021 game Fury Bowser, where Mario and Bowser Jr. had to team up to bring the young lizard's father back to his normal form. Since the Mario movies are based on the games, this is almost certainly something we'll see happen in Super Mario Galaxy, which will inevitably lead to a confrontation between father and son at some point.
Since we know you love videos full of references, details, and Easter eggs, we're leaving 2 really cool ones so you can stay right here with us. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.